Welcome back, survivors. Disturbed Z here, and today we are in Empyrion, but we are taking a look at DZ's top 7 underrated Empyrion tips. Yes, that is correct. There are tips out there that have been overlooked, that have been unvalued, that I believe could help each and every one of y'all. I really do. I really do. So anyway, let's hop into it, guys. So, one of the tips that I find very helpful, very helpful. I use it all the time, guys. First off, it's a drone tip, okay? Number one, we got our drone, okay? So we are in our drone, we are flying around, we're working on our ship, whatnot, and now as you can see, when we get down here and I look straight down, you notice how that camera starts spinning. Alright, so in order to fix that, what we must do is we must hit right shift and O. Okay, right shift and O then gives you the ability to not only fly like so, but as you can see, we are now flying upside down, and I can actually come over here to my dude and look at him upside down, push him around a little bit, because our drone is upside down. It gives you free control of your drone, so there's no more when you're digging and you're going straight down and you get that weird little spinny I go out of control thing. That eliminates that. So that is the first tip. Second tip will be this. You have, say, a vehicle here, like B, for example. Now, I've already done this to B. I went ahead and updated this version to remove the RCSs, but let's say you've built a ship or a tank or SV, whatever, and you wanted to update it to be current with all of the CPU stuff and all that, and well, most vehicles pre Alpha 11 have RCSs hid throughout them. Okay, so what you want to do is you come into the P menu, come in here and you select the device. Okay, so I've already taken out my RCSs. As you can see, there is no RCSs. I'm going to go ahead and clear that. Let's say we want to find the location of our generator. You click on your generator and you come over here to show on HUD and you click here. Now, as you can see, we have a generator that is located right there. Now, no, lag. Wow, that was a big jump. It's a mighty big jump. Now, can we get on top of B, please? Thank you. Now, the problem with it is if you move said vehicle, your point stays where it's at. Now, in order to get rid of that point, you open up your map, and you go over here to your map markers. You select the thing that you had put on there, and as you can see, it even shows it on the big map, and you just delete it. Bada bing, bada boom, and it's gone. Alright. Number 2 down. Alright, guys. So, tip number 3. And that is flat drilling in an HV. So, what you're going to want to do is, obviously, hop in an HV. Make sure it's over land. This will not work if you are over water. Get into your HV, select your drill, as we have done here, and then you hit Shift and O, and you see that little symbol down in the bottom right? That locks in your drill mode. You click, and now you are in fixed drill mode. Tip number 4 is while you are in fixed drill mode, hold down O. O levels you out, and then you can just press forward with W. And as you go forward, you will drill a perfectly flat tunnel. As you can see, it's perfectly flat. There's no bumps in it, no nothing. If you're trying to dig a base, trying to use an HV, and you don't know about this, this is how you do it, guys. You hold down O and you drive forward. And then when you get so far in, say like right here, and you want to shift, just use your keys, kind of shift over to the side, kind of shift over to the other side. All right, guys, ready for tip number 5. Number 5 is your cruise control. So if you hold down any of the directional keys, W, A, S, or D, and then hit the left control button, as you can see, that little pointer there on our right hand side of our meter went all the way up to 100, and we are now currently in cruise control mode. Tap it, see it goes down again, and if you look in the bottom right, you see that little speedometer looking gauge right there. That tells you when that is locked in there. So that is tip number 5. Okay, so tip number 6, guys, is the same thing, except instead of holding down control and using up all your fuel while you are in space, reach over and hit I. Notice down in the bottom right, as I hit I, you see that little symbol changing right there? You hit I, and it turns off your thrusters. Um, it turns off your dampeners, basically. So we are in a free cruise mode, if you will. We are using no fuel, but we are maintaining that speed that we had just a minute ago. And we can shift over whichever direction we want to go, and you see our speed does drop a little bit, but I mean, all you have to do is bump it back up, let it go, and it's back up. Hit I again, and as you can see, our thrusters kick on. We start slowing down, and we regain control of our ship. So that is tip number 6. All right, guys, and last but not least, one of the most important tips out there that I always try to utilize is your survival constructor suit. When you craft energy bars, one, you have an extra slot that holds them. Two, they don't go bad. It's like a refrigerated suit. So anytime you make anytime you make any energy bars, they can literally sit here for days and days and days and days, and that perish timer will never change. 100%, they are good as the day that you said to make them. Best tip out there, guys. Always utilize energy bars in your survival constructor, because you always have food. It's always fresh. It never spoils. And it doesn't take up an inventory slot in your main backpack. So that is one of the most important that I think a lot of people do overlook and don't think it's that big of a deal, but I do, because so many times have I ran out of food, but I'll have a couple snacky bars in there that get me through. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. That is my top 7 list of underrated Empyrion tips. I do hope everybody has enjoyed the little list. If you have, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It is an awesome, awesome, awesome way for you to show your support to me, to the channel, to the video, and to the game itself. And as always, feel free to share this video on any social media you're using. And guys, just like to stop, take a moment, and thank each and every one of y'all for all of your wonderful, awesome support, all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribers, and all the videos shared. It is awesome, and I do appreciate it. And with that being said, until next time, survivors, keep on surviving.